Looks like you still play.
Yeah, it's been years. Because it takes a lot of skill to be able to stand on one leg and just do it, you know.
So we're looking at your, is this your artist palette or?
Yeah, that's my palette. Yeah. Every now and then, I change it, but it takes maybe a couple of years before it gets so choked up with paint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is this kind of reflects your process of working a bit?
Yeah, I think it does.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I've always been interested in cars. It dates back to when my dad used to have a lot of automotive accidents. He had about 10 car accidents. Here means no parking, but he says parking because I've not crossed it. So I use text symbolically and also as a design device. So that's how the P43 came about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What I do is I have what I call the delayed effect. I delay because there are a lot of thoughts going through my mind, every time, not even in the studio, but when I'm driving at home, sometimes when I wake up in the morning.
So you don't know if this is going to be a soccer player or a musician or a head?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I have about 20 paintings that I'm doing now.
These are drawings in their own right, or were they sketches for larger works?
No, they are drawings in their own right. Everything is kind of an imaginative concept.
Mm-hmm.
And I did the associations. And like the light bulb has that phallic quality.
So it's a kind of autobiography, though.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. Yeah, I'm also having fun with it, like trying to section it up. Everything is measured, and like using like a ruler, a measuring tape, section things up, because that's how life is all about. It's about discipline.
So these three paintings over here are on doors?
Yeah.
Old doors?
Yeah, old doors.
And then you've put select objects up against them.
Yeah.
Have you been putting objects on your paintings for very long? Is this a new idea?
I think I've been doing small collages, but I've never really, moved into incorporating objects like in large scale, like I'm doing. I think that some of the things that I'm doing now is just based on the fact that now I have a larger space and I can do whatever I want. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because before I used to paint in my living room.
I like that. That's a strong piece.
These are books, I think, on a computer. When you buy a computer, they give you all kinds of books.
Mm-hmm.
So the person didn't want them. I didn't want them either, but I knew I needed them for my art. I didn't want. I wasn't going to read them. I just took them and I used them, but I put them through a lot of stress. I put the books through a lot of stress because I poured paint on it. I collect also hardware materials.
What's the name of this painting here?
Still Got Gold.
Still got gold.
Yeah, Ghana used to be called the Gold Coast.
So this is one of the Ghanaian accents in your work.
Yeah. Nyami Woho, right there, which is very rare.
And what does that mean again?
God is there.
I think this is quite a strong piece as well. And you said these are the cases used for golf clubs?
Yeah. This one has two faces,
Mm-hmm.
Like that. That's a female part. And that's a male part.
Okay, can you talk a little bit about this painting?
And this is my version of Cape Coast Castle. And Cape Coast Castle is most people who've been to Ghana would know this. Used to be a slave warehouse before the slaves were shipped across the Atlantic. They were kept here. I really enjoyed the process that I used in this because I remember I did it in the summer and I laid it on the floor outside and I used acrylics to start with. And what I realized was that there were gravels around. Some of the gravels had gotten onto the painting.
That's a very successful piece, I think.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
I had to tan it. Because most of the drawings are tossed that way.
Mm-hmm. Most of these are from what period? These mostly recent, or?
Yeah, they are recent this year.
Mm-hmm.
When the time comes for artists to gain recognition, it comes by itself. It's just the kind of work that you do. Sometimes it's belated, but what can the artist do? The artist just has to continue working and show his work. But we always welcome publicity, I'm not talking about fame and kind of superstardom and that you can't even get your privacy. I'm talking about, people giving respect to what you've put in energy, to create. Going to the studio and all that can even risk your life, but it's just something. It's an irresistible desire to express yourself, and that you can't help it. It's a necessity. So the economic aspects of it is just another story.
Mm-hmm.
It's just. But we very much appreciate when people at least recognize or appreciate or try to promote what we do, because it's just a very obscure profession.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.